So in the last couple of weeks, folks who've been here know that Bill and Susan have introduced the Five Remembrances, and I'm going to continue with this overview today. And then next week, starting next week and every month, we'll be stepping a little more deeply into each one. So that's sort of what's ahead of us. Today, I'm going to start with a story, another story. And I wasn't there, so I didn't hear it with my own ears, and I didn't see it with my own eyes. But this is how they say the story goes. A Japanese legend tells the story of a shogun warrior in the 15th century who broke his most beloved tea bowl. And he was quite upset because this tea bowl was very, very precious to him, and he used it all the time. Well, he sent the tea bowl away for repairs. And when he received it back, while he could use this tea bowl, it was held together by unsightly staples. He was really disappointed. He decided he was going to send it to another craftsman. So he did. And this craftsman, he used a lacquer resin mixed with gold and filled all the cracks with this golden resin. And when the tea bowl was returned to the shogun, there were these streaks of gold running throughout the bowl, and the shogun thought, oh, this is even more beautiful than it was. These golden streaks now tell the story of a bowl. So many of you may know that kintsugi roughly translates to golden joinery, and it's an ancient Japanese craft with a philosophy. And the philosophy is that the value of an object is not in its beauty or perfection, but in its imperfections. And that these imperfections are something to display, not hide. So my question is, and it's to all of us, can we view the Five Remembrances through the eyes of the Kintsugi Craftsman? Aging, sickness, dying, grief, and love. This body is of the nature to grow old. Time will leave its mark on everything. Wood cracks, steel rusts, vision gets blurry, sounds get muted, skin wrinkles. The body, like any vessel, shows the truth of time. It shows the truth of impermanence. And in our culture, aging is often framed as a failure, something to hide, to fix, or reverse. Can I put it in reverse? We've reversed this. Aging isn't a flaw. It is the natural course of impermanence. Can we imagine seeing through the eyes of the Kintsugi craftsman who looks upon aging and the fractures with metta and compassion? May we be kind to these bodies as they age. May we treat our aging as a sacred apprenticeship with respect and high regard. Can we perceive the beauty in our aging and decay? This body is also of the nature to have ill health. And the craftsman doesn't say this shouldn't have happened. They say this is what happens to vessels. Illness is like that. It can come quietly and slowly or crash through the door. And it can change our understanding of our identities. It can certainly change our plans. The Kintsugi Craftsman turns toward the bowl. It's still a bowl. And they put their hands and their skill and their care upon it. So may we meet pain and illness with some care and mercy. And may we treat ourselves as worthy of care. May we be understanding and gentle with the fear that so often comes with our vulnerability. And sometimes the most loving thing is that we stop demanding that we're unbreakable. This body is also of the nature to die. There's no escape of death. The Kintsugi doesn't deny impermanence in a way, they honor it. And we don't like to talk about death, but avoiding death or the conversation of death doesn't protect us from the grief. In fact, it just makes us less prepared to love well. This remembrance, all of these remembrances are not meant to frighten us, but they are meant to clarify our understanding. And they are meant to help us to come into the here and now as if this moment really matters. So may we love the people in front of us while we have them. May we not postpone tenderness. The knowledge of the certainty of death does make life urgent, not panic, but let's not wait. Let's not wait. Like gold in the cracks, there's this quiet radiance that says, this matters. And all that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature to change. Everything we hold, our roles, the people in our lives, our homes, our health, our communities, status, whatever it is, it changes. The Kintsugi Craftsman knows the bowl will never be the same. The bowl will never be the same. And yet, it's not the end of its beauty. So may we learn to love without clinging. May we grieve without closing. May we honor what was without refusing what is. And lastly, the fifth remembrance, my actions are my only true belongings. I cannot control the consequences of my actions. And this is the kind of spiritual craftsmanship We want our actions to keep us moving in the direction of well-being. And there's a no matter what in this, to the best of our ability. We can't undo what we've already done, but we can repair. We can repair what needs to be repaired. And we can learn to support what needs to be supported and offer our own careful craftsmanship to this life. We can't control aging and sickness and death and separation, but we can choose how we meet them. We can choose how we live our lives as we experience them. May our actions be guided by kindness. May we speak in ways that do not deepen harm. May we repair what we can and make amends when we cannot. And may we become someone with whom we can be safe. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and let's turn toward our practice. Thank you. And just turning attention toward these bodies, these precious bodies, to whatever degree of health they have, whatever degree of flexibility they have. Just offering what is needed and allowing the body to tell you what is needed. And stretch. Shaking it loose. Sometimes just a swaying back and forth, front to back. And you don't need to hurry this. This is in your good time. And please make sure, if you need a cushion, if you need a blanket, let yourself set up this practice in a way that optimizes your physical comfort. And when you're ready, we'll slowly just settle into a position that is supportive and supported. You might gently close the eyes, letting go of some of the visual stimulation. I invite you to take 3 deeper, slower breaths. Orienting toward a comfortable, natural breath. Breath breathing you. Inviting the body to soften and unwind even just a little. Letting the face soften. Little graspings, grippings unwind. And sometimes just inviting the upper thighs to relax supports the lower back, hips to drop down a little. Can the belly soften? We carry so much tightness and guardedness in the belly. Just inviting the belly to relax. Inviting the thinking, discursive, planning mind to also relax. And it can drop open and down into the stream of body breathing. For this short practice, we're going to do the best we can to stay out of the thinking and discursive mind, not following or pursuing any thoughts, just watching them come and go like clouds in the sky, perfectly natural. Whatever is here, as if it has the right to be here. However you are, just as you are. Soften and allow. Kind eyes. Kind eyes. Allowing the gift of this breath to invite you back to presence. Again and again. As if this moment matters just as it is. And just as you are. Perfectly imperfect. Soften and allow. Can you rest? Just rest. Thank you, everybody.